Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
A little bit.
Oh.
I think I moved it.
Hi, welcome back to our ASMR podcast.
Oh, we made it as ASMR?
Stop vibrating. That was my phone, not my vibrator. Welcome back to Quey, the PP podcast.
Welcome to the PP Podcast.
Episode 6, if I didn't say that.
Episode 6 of Quey,
The PP
the
podcast.
PP Podcast.
I think
Perpetually
we're going to keep
Postponed.
that one, Jeff.
You're welcome.
The PP podcast.
You're welcome.
That's a good one.
Step 1 of my plan is complete.
Hell yeah.
Step 1 of becoming a permanent host.
I will now become the master of the PP.
We'll kick Josh out.
You're going to take over the podcast.
Pushes up glasses.
Not even part of Boost Gaming, but you're going to take over this podcast.
No. I would never. See, all you have to do is like bring up a picture of an alien and I go running.
That's true. Unless the alien's going like this.
No, you run towards it and give it a hug. That's what's...
It's ready for a hug. Its arms are out. You gotta let...
It's T-posing to assert its love for me.
It's actually I-posing. I love you.
Wait, so wouldn't I-posing be like...
Yeah, your feet are out.
Yeah, like this.
Well, no, not like that. Like this.
Yeah, like that, sorry.
Legs together,
Visual bits on this audio podcast.
yes. Perfect. Just imagine it.
It's okay. Episode 1 had a visual bit. We're good. It was about that sweater that I had. Not this one. I was going to wear it, but then it would be 3 sessions where we talked about that sweater.
See, all you have to do is like include a JPEG of the sweater.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about just changing the tile on Spotify to that sweater.
It's the Mr. Kajoko Sweater podcast. Welcome, everybody.
I guess we should introduce ourselves, right?
Yeah. I'm Cameron, Mr. Kajoko.
I'm Josh, Phantom Knight 300.
I'm still Jeff, otherwise known as Krimmboh.
Broadway.
Or Krimmboh if you need to type it into like Google.
But last episode it was Krimmbolonian.
Krimmbolonian cheese. Krimmbrobway. Krimmboh.
I really like Krimmboh.
Krimbus.
Krimbus.
Which game was it where you named yourself Krimbjorn? Was it?
That was Valheim.
Valheim.
Yeah,
Krimbjorn was
what you
great.
want, right?
Krimbjorn, yeah.
That reminded me of when we played Tiny Tina's, the Wonderlands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I beat that game with Robin.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
The base game is really good.
Yeah, it's just short. It's too short.
You didn't get the DLC, right?
We did. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's not
Not
worth it. I mean, it's fun, but it's not. It's just an add-on. It's just a fucking loot box.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, Tiny Tina, like the game, its end game was like you just go into arenas and shoot dudes, and the DLC was just adding more rooms to shoot dudes in.
Yeah.
And like, I would have been fine with that if they included a real DLC with that. Like, hey, here's the DLC, and also here's some of the rooms taken.
Yeah.
So they made you pay for more rooms in the horde mode?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's stupid.
The DLC was awful.
That's
It
stupid.
was not good, and there's 4 of them.
I had the season pass, and I only played the first.
Yeah, we were smart. Well, not smart, but I mean, we bought the season's pass instead of the individual DLCs.
Yeah.
We played Borderlands 3, and that game was not good, but
The
the
DLC was.
DLCs were good. And
Dude, that's the funny part, right? The DLC is amazing. I mean,
it's just because the main villains are shit.
yeah.
Which is essentially, Robin brought it up. There's a D&D character that I've been wanting to play, and she's just a streamer. So she just has like a crystal ball that she's like constantly like maybe it's floating next to her or whatever, and she occasionally just starts talking to the crystal ball, who are people watching her. And like, there's a chat which the DM would generate.
Thank the super chats.
Yeah. So the best part is that whoever is DMing gets to decide whenever she gets donations, whenever
amazing.
any alerts need to go off.
That's so
Let's say she's sneaking around and then all of a sudden you get boop, 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 donation, and I could be like, thanks. It's so good. But then Robin pointed out, because Kevin wanted to do a D&D campaign where we're essentially all like prisoners, so we're all bad, like evil of some kind, and Robin goes, if you play that character, aren't you just going to be like the bad guys from Borderlands 3? And I was like, you shut your fuck up right now.
I can't play this character anymore. Fuck you.
But it sounds so fun. And like, even with that, it would work. Because like, just constantly streaming crimes would be a good, like, right? And the guards, let's say the guards are watching, trying to like pinpoint your position.
The guards are the ones super chatting.
Yeah. We'll catch you. $10 donation.
You're kind of cute though, not gonna lie.
That's what I said. I was like, I need to make her an e-girl as well. So like, she has to wear like low-cut clothing and like stuff like that. So originally she was like adventurer, so she's wearing like an actual like adventurer suit. I've made like a model on Hero Forge.
Yeah.
So I like had all that done, and Robin was like, if she's a streamer and a girl, she has to be like an e-girl. And I was like,
all right,
shut up. But also, yeah. So I had to change the whole like model and everything. I'll show it to you after, but it's another visual bit that we can't really do on the podcast. I'll show it to you now.
That character sounds a lot like that one gym leader from the newest Pokemon game.
Yeah, the Iono.
Man, those gym leaders are so good. Were way too good to be in that game.
Oh yeah, the game was not great, but man, was that it was good.
The game itself was good. It's just all the technical problems.
Yeah.
Dude, if another Pokemon game comes out this year, I'm not buying it.
What if it's Pokemon Coliseum?
If it's made by a team other than Game Freak,
That's fair.
I will wait until the reviews come out.
No,
That's fair.
Because
pre-ordering games the big no-no anymore.
After Scarlet and Violet, I can't do it anymore.
That's fair.
yeah, like Scarlet and Violet for good games. It's just like, what the fuck were they thinking when it came to like optimizing the shit out of it? Like,
I must customize
My title when I streamed it was the best Nintendo 64 game of 2022.
Yeah.
Something like that.
yeah, like it was just so like disappointing.
Oh,
It was so disappointing.
it's so rough.
It was a good game buried underneath freaking like.
Right, here's the original outfit,
Okay, yeah.
and so she's got like scale armor.
She's
and
got
stuff
horns,
Like that.
I like it.
She's a tiefling.
Yeah. Should have made it a dwarf.
No, Celeste is the character I like to play as, and she's a tiefling. So
But imagine it, dwarf e-girl.
just
Imagine it.
super robust.
Just the way you said that.
Short stack. Hear me out.
That's something I didn't think of. She needs a streamer name. The new outfit.
Yeah.
We got the tits out.
That's some titty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And she's looking into the crystal ball. That's good.
Oh yeah. She's doing a little like wave, right? But I kept the scale armor because she's got to look cool.
There needs to be a plot line where one of her simps tracks her down.
Oh god,
And they
that's
turn
not
in-
up to me.
And they turn into a boss fight.
There's a lot of like I've made so many characters on Hero Forge, dude. I gotta stop. There's so many characters that I'm like, man, I want to play this. I gotta play these characters.
have never played D&D,
Oh,
but
Jeff,
like
you're missing out.
I watch this one streamer, Brett Ultimus. He runs a ton of campaigns. I've been watching those for the past year. I think I know enough about D&D now to play it.
You should play it. It's
I tried playing it once, but my group fell apart almost immediately. I think I mentioned it and called Josh like once or twice.
okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure our group would gladly have you.
I'd have to figure out how to make a character.
Hey,
I'd probably be like a goblin clown.
Kevin's a veteran. I can make characters. I make them all the time. Characters that I never play, but would love to.
The one time I played, I tried to make a crow paladin.
Okay.
But no, it wasn't a paladin. I tried getting as close as I was to paladin because I don't think I could be one. But I just wanted to go, Caw! I just wanted to caw a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Kevin's good at like DMing and stuff like that. I know Eric was DMing for a while. We had Evan DMing, and then he had a kid and died, so he couldn't DM.
Sorry to hear about your loss.
No, but he's
No, I know.
he got busy, so
Yeah.
no big deal.
No, life happens.
Yeah, and then Eric started DMing, and He was decent. That was our podcast, our Roll for Stupidity. That was his campaign.
I think I listened to that one like once or twice.
Yeah, so the last episode that's out for that one is the last episode we ever recorded because we just got busy. We couldn't keep up
life
with
got
it.
in the way, right?
Yeah, that's why I don't mind so with this podcast we've got this is our 6th episode now. Yeah. And it's already gone on longer because we're not releasing it every week. We're doing it every other week, so it stops us from getting burnt out. It gives us time to get together again. Yeah. And I think that's really
I do like, doing this. Mm-hmm. For this session, I was like, you want to do Discord this time, but I do like the get together and it's more authentic that way.
Before you invited me in, I wasn't sure how you did it or how you were going to do it. It's like, are you just going to abduct me?
Yeah.
And it turns out they stole me from my bedroom late at night, bag over my head, and suddenly I'm here.
In this undisclosed basement.
You can't hear it, but there's a gun behind my head. Please, send help!
Hey, shut up, Jeff.
But yeah.
He meant to say he loves this podcast.
I love it here. I never want to leave.
Good, because you're never gonna.
I'm just gonna sip my water.
Yeah, it's definitely not old water that's just from the creek outside.
I'm poisoned. Send me a doctor.
Make a Constitution save, Jeff. There's the dice.
I rolled a 1.
No, you dead.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. Sound effects.
Yeah, bro. I bring the production quality.
It's true.
I bring funny voices and bits. You can hire me for parties.
Hey. I'd pay you $10.
D&D parties.
Good one. No, we should definitely get together for D&D. I've wanted to do more D&D. It's so addictive.
I'm trying to get out of my current job because right now with my current job, I physically I can never line up my schedule with anybody. It's say you guys you're both off weekends or something. I'm only off every other weekend.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was playing Final Fantasy 14, I couldn't raid because of that. It's if I was like, I could find a static, I could do all the raids. Nope. No one's gonna work around my shitty schedule.
Yeah, it's definitely time consuming as well though, because you need to it's we have to do a 6-hour session at least for it to actually for anything to happen.
Yeah,
you gotta sit down for 5 or 6 hours. I tried to do a one shot with my parents, Robin, and my brother. And we got pretty far. It was supposed to be a one-off campaign. It was all pre-made, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
So I was DMing for it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pre-make characters because nobody knows how to make how to play.
Yeah.
And nobody knows how to make a character, so I'm gonna make characters for everybody. And just I made 6 characters, and I was like, all right, pick some characters, and I'll explain how they work and everything. And we played for a solid 6 hours, and we didn't even finish the one shot.
Damn.
No.
I'm impressed to get your parents to sit down for D&D for 6 hours.
My dad was so into it.
Really?
Yeah. My mom was she was getting bored because she picked essentially Human Fighter.
Okay,
so she's just nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my brother was a bard, and Robin was, I want to say, a rogue, and so my dad was a dwarf monk, or no, what was he? A dwarf barbarian.
Okay.
With wild magic rage. So whenever he rages, something random happens. It was a really cool.
I like that.
And because he's a dwarf, he's just constantly wanting to get drunk, and he was so into role playing as that. It was so cool, getting him into it. And my mom, she was just I'm getting bored. I don't want to play this character anymore. I was like, fine, you can change characters. I'm okay with that. So I think she changed to wizard or something, but it was definitely a fun one. And it was you're locked on a train, and it's a murder mystery. So it was really more of a board game and less D&D. So that's how I kind of got them into it. Cause
I feel bad for the dwarf barbarian in fucking murder mystery. Yeah. I hit with axe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a lot to it. It was really cool.
No.
But yeah, we got halfway through it, and everything, we had to build up everything so that we could actually like understand what was going on. So I had to like build up the world and stuff like that. And then the murder happened, and then we had to stop playing because it was so late. And my mom was like, "Okay, well, I'm done with this." And I was like, "But we just got to the good part." And my dad's like, "No, we got to sit down and play." So every time I see them, I'm like, "Hey, I'll bring the D&D stuff and we can finally finish this campaign." And it's been like over a year and we haven't finished it yet. But man, it was fun. So,
at least you get one session. I think the most I can do with my family is like Mario Party.
That's fair.
My brother's more into like the interesting stuff, but my mom was like, "I'll play Mario Kart." Mario Party.
I got my dad and my uncle to play Switch Sports, but they only did bowling.
That's the like Wii Sports, but for Switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got into that, but they were also very drunk. So when they're playing, I was like, "Okay, put your wrist strap on because you guys are gonna throw my Joy-Cons at the TV." So, but yeah, they were enjoying it because they also didn't have to stand up to do it. They were just like from the chair. It was definitely a time. But yeah, we should do D&D. I'm always down.
Okay.
And I'm off all week now. So, and I'm usually off pretty early on weekends.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said, my schedule's pretty wacky. But
Yeah, well, I'm down. Josh doesn't like D&D very much.
It's weird for me to say because
it's a
like
lot of reading and role playing.
Yeah, it's like reading and like I think what I struggle with is like, okay, I like making characters, like that is fun.
Yeah.
But then when we get into the game, it's like
It's too mean.
all that character that I made gets thrown out the drain when I roll a 1.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that didn't play out in my head like I wanted it to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, god damn it.
I've been trying to like, there's ways to like get around that. So a lot of like, I've been doing a lot of like just like TikToks on D&D and stuff like that. And a lot of DMs actually like, if it's just for roleplay stuff, just let them do it. If they like describe it and it's something that their character would be good at, don't make them roll for it or make them roll with advantage or like something like that.
Yeah.
So it's just so it's not like, oh, I'm this rogue that has been like raised on the streets and I pick locks for a living and blah blah blah. Oh, I can't pick this random lock on the street. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't really like it. It's too focused on the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I get that that's the point, but it's like come on now.
I think a lot of DMs they'll do it. Like if it's just role playing and stuff like that, they'll let you do it if you like describe it right.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then it's just mainly they do dice for combat and stuff like that.
Yeah, the campaigns I follow do a lot of that. They'll do like make you roll to like see if you notice something in a room, but like if you're just role playing, sometimes the players will be like, "Hey, can I roll for this to see if I know or not?" And like you're like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, the dice are like more of a crutch and not a let's play this game, but you need to roll dice for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're there if you want them for
That's,
roleplay.
Yeah, that's
I
how.
think,
or if it's something completely outrageous, like I'm gonna try to swing from the chandelier and like land on this guy's shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay, well you might need to roll for that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think if I'm gonna start a new like campaign or anything, I'm gonna be more like that and less relying on the dice. So Josh, if you want to,
I'm always willing to try again. It's just like I don't know, like I make this like I said, I make this character. I'm like, oh, I'm loving making this character, and then it's just like we do one thing, and it's like everything gets messed up, and it's like, oh. Okay.
Plus, playing with like I love D&D, and I love playing with like our group of friends. But man, are they meme lords? Eric,
they're
for
incredibly
most of our campaigns is played as like some just like fucked up character. Originally, he was
you had like one good one.
He was called the Knight, and it's essentially Batman.
Okay,
but really fucked up. His like backstory was like he caught his wife. I don't know exactly. Somehow his dick got chopped off, and he wears it around his neck. So now whenever he sees a sexy woman, he can't get an erection, so he has to cut off someone else's dick and wear it around his neck.
What?
It's just so fucking weird. It's like it was funny, but then it got a little too much.
I feel like that's a little extreme for a baseline D&D character. I think you have to get there.
Yeah. So and then another campaign, he started playing as Ben 10. Okay. Like, just Ben 10. He was Ben 10.
Okay.
With the Omnitrix and everything.
That's a little OP.
Uh-huh. Okay. They worked around it. This was Evan's campaign.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And he worked around it, and they made it less OP. Like, it was powerful, but he was, like, decent. Like, it wasn't just like, all right, well, now I'm 4 arms, and I'm fucking everything up. Okay. It was very, like... I don't know exactly how they did it, but it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
But it didn't help that I was Rimuru. From yeah. So I could, but again, we made it less OP. But when both of them are together, it was just very overpowered. Yeah. But we're all like meme lords, so I would love to play an actual campaign where it's an actual
like
campaign.
authentic characters.
I mean, I'd make a clown character, but not like over the top clown, like a goofy gremlin gnome dude.
I think the streamer is kind of where it should draw the line. Like, that's funny,
like,
but it's not like I'm this character from this anime, and that's it.
You can make a character with a silly gimmick, but like, don't make the gimmick just they're overpowered.
Yeah. Like I remember. I don't think I ever got to play with it, but I'm like, during Evan's campaign, I'm like, can I play a Shulk?
Yeah.
And then I wrote down some ideas to give him because he has Monado arts, right? So I'm like, maybe this will work, and he read it, and he's like, okay, that works, because I tried to base it off of I tried to base it off of the game, but also it's D&D, so I got to add roles or whatever. Yeah, but he was pretty. Like, when I wrote it down, it was... And then when he was like... He did some arrangement for it and stuff. He's like... It's a little OP, but... Okay.
Yeah, like, I think the rules for, like, when I did Rimuru was... Because, like, in the anime, he just eats something, and then he just has the ability to turn into that.
Yeah.
So we made it, like... I have to be able to... I don't have to eat it. I have to... Or, yes, I do. So, like, to turn into something, I have to eat it, and it only lasts a day.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can only store up to 3 things. So like it was like we really like nerfed it. Otherwise it would just be fucking whatever. And we made it so that I've got like I had heat resistance and like cold resistance, and I didn't feel pain, but I still obviously took damage.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel like Rimuru would be a little easier to nerf because, like, you just started as a little slime dude, so like you can, like you said, you can limit it like that.
Yeah. I had the slime form and the human form were like my 2 things, and those were permanent. But then everything else, like I was like daily, and like it was nerfed. It was well done, I think. And Evan and I had to go back and forth for that. So, because obviously, like, I didn't want to make it super overpowered, but he's like, this kind of seems a little overpowered, so we're gonna nerf that a little. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But I want a one-shot. I don't
Let me just eat things.
All right.
I'm hungry.
Oh, this has turned into the D&D podcast.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to my dungeon corner.
Why is it a corner?
I have all my dice back here.
Oh.
Clickety clacks. I rolled D20.
20.
I rolled a 20. Not 20. Wow, brother. Oh boy.
If only I was that lucky.
That's another thing. I've so bad luck with our rolls. Like with my rolls, I'm always like under the 10s. I've got so many dice because I just can't. I'm like, you're bad.
There's no perfect set of dice.
I know. Unless you make a perfect set, you balance it. But
oh, dude, I learned all but my bad luck from when I played Magic.
I've never played Magic.
Oof. So the format I used to play, Commander, you'd have 100 card decks.
Okay.
And so, like, normally you'd want like certain. Do you know how Magic works?
No.
Okay.
Not even a little.
This is gonna make it difficult. Basically, I just would draw the wrong cards at the wrong time.
Okay.
You need like a mana base to be able to do anything.
Okay.
And like I played the worst fucking color, white.
Okay.
It's the worst color, but I love it because like it's all like military and angels and stuff. So I played it anyway because I'm a goober. But it's like if you don't get your lands, your mana, you're fucked. And every game without fail, no mana. So it's like, all right, I'm I'm just gonna be down here, guys.
Maybe you just didn't believe in the heart of the cards.
I'm playing the wrong game. Don't get me started on Yu-Gi-Oh, brother.
Oh man. All right. Anyone else have anything else to talk about other than D&D?
D&D and card games.
I could talk about my cosplay.
Hey, don't knock cosplay. I have a Solaire cosplay that I did.
Oh, see, I'm a bit adventurous myself. See, I took a box and I drew a knight helmet on it, and I turned myself into a knight.
Hell yeah!
It was pretty wacky.
I've got an actual Solaire cosplay. I got I got one like online.
Yeah.
So it's like it came with like the fake chainmail and then the sun like throw over thing.
Yeah.
And man, the sun thing looked like shit, so I made my own. But I used like the fake chainmail because that looked really cool. And I wore that to YetiCon, which is like a convention at Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I got like a real like knight's helmet and stuff like that. And I forgot to take any pictures. Like everyone's taking pictures of me, and I got no pictures. I was just hoping it would be posted on their like Instagram page. It wasn't. I was so upset. I have the cosplay still, but it's not as authentic. Like someone from the actual like exhibit got like a professional photo of me like praising the sun.
Okay.
Like towards the sun.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's perfect. And I couldn't find it on their Instagram. I was so upset.
Damn. It's perfect. I'm never going to do anything with it.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah. But yeah, mentioning cons, I think I've only ever been to one in my life. And that was like right before COVID.
Oh, I've been to two. I went with Josh and like the gang at to Fan Expo one time, and then Robin and I went to YetiCon because it was like a 3-day con. So you can go for like individual days, but we were like, we've been saving a lot of money. Let's go to this convention. We rented out a room like at the Blue Mountain Resort.
Yeah.
So it's like $600 for the entire like day or the entire like
3 days
weekend, 3 days.
Weekends.
Yeah. So it was really nice, and like all the like everything's free. It wasn't like Fan Expo where it's like it's just you walk around and buy shit. There was like actual stuff.
There was
to
events.
do. Yeah. So there was like a LARPing event, which is really cool, and like so they get you in, like tried to get you into LARPing, and man, I would do it. the closest place is like 2 hours away though.
Honestly, nowadays I'd be down to fake sword fight. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just D&D, but you actually hit people.
Yeah, brother.
No dice. You actually just swing a sword.
That's a big fake sword you got there. Yeah, it is.
That's why I made the fake sword.
Oh,
That's the only reason. Like I made the shield and sword. And I looked online, and they're like, "Oh, it needs to be a foam shield." And I was like, "But I made this out of wood." That's another reason I haven't finished making it.
That sucks. But yeah, I think I went to Anime North.
Okay.
And all I did was just buy a ton of fucking prints.
Yeah. That's
because I went with like a couple buddies from work. I don't think you know them because it was from fucking years ago. But yeah, we didn't do anything. I was literally I think I was left alone for most of it. They all just like went off to their random corners to find their weird shit. And I was like,
I guess I'll go buy prints.
I'm just gonna find some stuff. I bought like some Monster Hunter figures.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah, when we went, everyone kind of split up. Like I hung out with you and Robin.
Yeah.
And like we went with Chris and somebody else.
Yeah.
And they like Chris was cosplaying, so he went to do shit. And Ren and Eric and Kevin, I think, just fucked off.
No.
And they ended up going to like leaving and going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting
Okay.
food, and then coming back at like 7:00 at night, and we're like sitting there waiting for them to come back so we can leave.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, we got you a donut," but Eric apparently left it in a bathroom somewhere.
Oh my god.
So I have a feeling he just ate it.
Yeah, you probably ate that.
Yeah. So. And yeah, we spent a lot of money. That's why that's one of the reasons I haven't gone back to Fan
It's a
Expo.
lot of money.
Yeah, it's just like you pay to spend money, and, like walk around and spend more money. So
You literally go for the fun of buying weird anime shit surrounded by other people who are
yeah,
obsessed with that
to
same shit.
feel
Like,
less weird.
Yes. You go there to feel less weird about buying it. Yeah.
It's a fun experience.
It
like,
is.
yeah.
I would. Yeah. Like it's definitely fun, but probably just the once or twice.
Yeah.
I think I'd
unless
go
you
to
like-
one more.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, I would definitely go to one more, but it's so expensive. Like I think when we were there, we spent like $800.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, and we didn't walk away with that much. Like I think I bought a sword Josh, you bought a sword.
I don't know. I bought it. Yeah, I think I bought a Monado.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I bought like a real katana, and like a foam one. I bought a Death Note.
Bro, you got the Death Note?
I got the Death Note.
Do you eat a potato chip?
No, not yet. But Robin got like a couple prints or something like that, and like a mystery box. There was something else we bought. I can't remember what it was. Something. We ended up spending a lot of money, and then like it's like, the $800 is probably like as well as our tickets, but like that's still a lot of money just to kind of walk around and look at cool stuff.
I think when I went, I was still obsessed with Magic at the time, so I think like a good third of my day was spent going through the vendors trying to find this rare card. Because I told my buddy I was going, he's like, "Oh yeah, find me this fucking old ass rare card." It's like $40. Card games.
Yeah, that's why if I would like go to another convention, I would definitely go back to like YetiCon or something of that like similar thing, because there is like a spot to buy stuff, and it's all like fan prints and stuff like that. So we've got like a bunch of posters from like that are fan art from like animes or whatever.
Yeah, same.
And but like that wasn't the main reason you go. Like there was other shit, like the LARPing thing. They had a nerd burlesque is what they called it. So it's literally just like people in cosplay that like do striptease.
Okay.
And like, yeah, Robin and I went to that, and that was fun. Just like women just like dressed as like Boba Fett, or there was someone as like
Boba Fett.
No, there was someone dressed as BB-8, and
that's even worse,
right? So they had the umbrella as the ball.
Oh,
so they're like twirling the umbrella around while taking their clothes off.
Okay.
And like they don't get like naked,
Uh-huh.
but they get to like pasties and like underwear. So pretty much naked.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it was fun. There was like Bulma was one of them, from Dragon Ball. There was a bunch of them. It was cool. It was really fun. And apparently they do that like all over the all over the country.
Yeah, take your kids.
Yeah. Well, it was 18 plus, obviously.
Yeah, let's put them in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Stack them 3 and put them in a trench coat.
And they like served alcohol because it was on the resort and stuff like that. And yeah, there was a bunch of shit to do. It was really cool. We went to a Harry Potter fan fiction reading. That was fun.
Oh God,
that's topical.
Yeah. it was fun. Like there was like just stupid shit, and like because we had we bought the room at the resort. I went to the LARPing thing by myself because Robin had no interest in that, so she stayed home and like watched TV, and I just went out and threw sandbags at children. Well, not children, but like other like
I fucking
18-year-olds.
like that kid with a sword. It's great.
Yeah, they give you like these like fake swords to use that are like they're all like it's just like a PVC pipe with foam and duct tape.
Yeah,
and it's just like that. And then the next day, early in the morning, they're like, "Hey, you want to come out?" And we'll like it was a whole event. We'll teach you how to make them. So I have like my own like foam dagger.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that was like, they're like, "Hey, if you want to get into LARPing, here it is. You can drive 2 hours out of town."
They're desperate. They want to get the big battles going.
Oh, they apparently do. There's like it's like this huge thing. I can't remember what their handle is, but like it's off like it's like 2 hours from here. And they do like weekends. So like you'll go out on like a Friday morning and you won't come home until like Monday.
Okay.
So it's like you're camping.
Yeah.
And then occasionally they'll get like other groups that are like across the country together in like one big area and have like wars. And it's apparently really cool. Okay. And I'd be into it.
Yeah.
I was so into it. I wanted to do it, but it's just so far.
That reminds me of this one paintball event I went to. It's basically that. It's basically we were playing Battlefield, like the game in real life. We're playing Conquest. Like we literally had our own commanders telling us to go capture these bases.
That's cool.
I remember at one point, I guess we got enough points. I was put into an attack chopper, which is literally just, hey, don't shoot these guys until we're at a certain point.
Okay.
Which sounds good until you're walking through a building and you see all the enemies just peeking around corners, getting ready to shoot. He's like, "Oh, we're fucking dead." And it was fun. It was like a full weekend event where, like what you said, we camped out.
That's cool.
Fucking Pop-Tarts for breakfast.
Yeah, I would love to like do something like that. It sounds so fun.
Oh,
like
events like that are so fun, especially if you go like with a group of people.
Yeah.
You know, it's just such a great time.
that's the thing. Like, so they with the LARPing, it's like your first session is free. You can just go.
Oh, really?
But you need to like either have the stuff to do it or like buy it there, because you can buy it like from people. Like there are like blacksmiths that sell the shit like for real money. So they like make a sword and it looks like a real sword. They have them from like a D&D store or whatever, and they'll sell them to you, and like armor and stuff. But they request that you don't like show up in some kind of like medieval looking attire, and like so like don't just show up in like t-shirt and jeans. Unless you're gonna buy stuff there.
Yeah, so like if you're buying stuff, you're good to show up in t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But like you can't.
Don't go into the battlefield rocking your fucking Adidas.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Like so, like.
But wait, it's comfortable though.
Yeah, so they're like.
It's comfy, easy to wear.
So they're like, you can bring whatever, and if you bring like, obviously don't like bring your laptop or whatever, but like you can bring like obviously bring your phone, but anything that is like not part of the game, you have to like put like a piece of like white duct tape on, or like a backpack like with a white duct tape on it, so people know that like it's not part of the game. But that also means they can steal your other shit. So like if they like just the like your sword that you're using, they can knock you out with air quotes by like coming up behind you and going like surprise sap, and then like tapping the back of their sword to your neck, and you have to like not like pretend to be passed out for 10 minutes, and they're allowed to root through your shit, like your actual shit, and take whatever they want. It's like obviously at the end of the game they have to give it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
okay.
they're allowed to use it and like keep it for essentially the entire game.
Okay, because I was thinking like, dude, you're
Someone
gonna
just
fucking
take
go
my
there.
phone, like-
You're gonna buy your sword that you're so
someone's
so
gonna-
happy within
$25, and then someone's just gonna steal it.
Dude, it's your first time you get fucking stabbed in the back. Someone takes your sword.
Yeah.
It's like,
All right.
I guess I lose.
Yeah.
But wait, that's mine.
I mean, but that also opens up the possibility that you can come with like a foam dagger that I made, and just sneak up behind someone that's wearing like plate armor and just, you're knocked out, give me your fucking helmet.
I guess, yeah.
Like shit like that.
I guess so.
Apparently there are people that take it like super seriously, because they like own the land. Like and you're allowed to like build on it.
Okay.
Like anyone that's playing there, if you're like a regular, there's someone that built and runs a tavern, like a real tavern.
Okay.
And it's like an 18 plus place, so you're allowed to drink there, or 19 plus. So like they serve actual alcohol, and like you pay with real money, and
That's wild.
You're able to like it's a tavern / inn, so they have rooms that you can rent there for the night or for the weekend or whatever, or you can like bring a tent.
Yeah.
And like camp out wherever. But it's really cool.
Does it need to be a leather tent, sire?
So that's one thing they said. They said that doesn't have to, because you don't like, they don't expect people to spend like $3,000 on an authentic medieval tent. So just show up with whatever tent. But
If that tent is not made from the finest deer leather, you must go home.
but they apparently they request like if you're gonna like wear fake armor and stuff like that, like, or like armor, it can't be like fake.
So like it's gotta be medieval themed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I've got this like I've got the Solaire armor, but it's not like real chainmail. It's just like it kind of looks like it's like a shirt that looks like chainmail, and it's very like breathable and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's like a foam essentially.
Yeah.
And so they're like, you can't wear that if you come. I was like, why? And they're like, because it's not real armor. If you want to wear like armor, you gotta wear like plate armor, like wear real armor, or like wear real chainmail. And I was like, I'm not gonna wear armor. I'm good.
Okay.
So I've got like this like I had this like medieval shirt and medieval like outfit, and I made like a cloak out of like burlap and stuff like that. So,
Sure.
but I'd definitely be down to do it. It's just
They're kind of serious.
I guess-
it's a serious thing.
I guess it's
If
because
you're-
it's one of those. Sorry, go ahead.
it's like a serious thing. Like if you're gonna get into it, you gotta get into it.
Yeah.
You can't just like go for a day.
I was just thinking, it's like, yeah, I guess because it's a hardcore event, they're gonna make you do it.
Yeah.
That's still just wacky to me. It's like, bro,
They said like
that's a real chainmail. What the fuck?
they said they're more lenient with like if it's your first time, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, sure, show up and like whatever and buy some stuff, or like make your shit look somewhat authentic. Like mine are just like a pair of like khakis that I bought at like Winners, that look like medieval like pants. and like I've got like these like moccasin boots that I just wear them daily, but they said those like would probably be fine.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So
Neato. Neato.
all right, let's talk about different nerd shit now.
Yeah, how long has this been going? This has been nerd shit?
We're like 40 minutes of
Oh
all
my
like
God.
D&D nerd shit.
We'll call this the nerd episode.
Yeah.
Hold on. Dicks.
Yeah, we talk about dicks now.
I'm at my quota.
Alright.
Alright, John.
Just like attentively listening to
Yeah,
everything. I'm like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you got, sir?
Yeah, John.
What do I got?
I've been
What do you
talking
got?
for way too long.
What are you buying?
What are you selling,
What are you selling, stranger?
I don't know. Nothing's really been new other than like, for some reason I can't finish RE4 because I'm a pussy.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
And then like Final Fantasy VI, I haven't played it before. I've always heard, this game's the best game ever made. I can definitely see it. I can definitely see it. Like the writing's good. They thought about everything in the game mechanics.
Yep.
So it's like, I'm like, wow. Like I'm flabbergasted. And I'm playing the remastered version, right? So like this is potentially the way that you should play Final Fantasy VI. It's pixel remastered.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, this game's good. This game's very good. That's just, I don't know, because it's not my type of Final Fantasy, because I like the job system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that one not have the job system?
All the characters are tied to a job,
Okay.
and eventually everyone can use magic.
Okay.
So it's like everyone has their own particular like role and their equipment and whatnot.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, but also everyone can use magic and learn all the same magic because it's
That's a little weird.
It's a little weird, but I'm like, all right, the game is more focused on its characters and its story, so I'm like, I'll let it slide because when you give me something like Final Fantasy Tactics or you give me Final Fantasy V, where you have the job system and black mage, white mage, all that. I'm in there. Get me in there. Shove me. Inject that into my veins.
Right into the veins.
Right? Slap them. It's the same reason why I like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, no, that's what I like about
Right?
Fire Emblem 2 is the open-endedness of the classes.
Like the classes and stuff like that. And then like even like MMO style, like Xenoblade and Final Fantasy 14 and stuff, right? Put roles in there now too. Put the roles, put the tank, DPS, healer stuff. I'm like, I love all this shit. But yeah, no, Final Fantasy 6 has been fun. Yesterday we played we played The Forest.
The game from like 2018. Just finally playing it now.
Playing it now. I was like, I'm like, Jeff's like, yo, you want to play this?
I was basically begging you to play it. I wanted someone to play it with me.
And I'm like, okay, I can buy it. Once again, I apologize. It's taken forever to freaking finally be able to play it.
You said yes. It's all that matters.
Yeah.
All my other friends are like, oh yeah, sure. Never buys it.
So yeah, we hopped in there. And it got to the point, like, we're exploring caves and stuff. We found a freaking chainsaw in the middle of a cave.
Yeah, so near the end of stream yesterday, we found a chainsaw. Then a dude in chat's like, why don't you just turn on the Doom theme? So I turned on the Doom theme and started sprinting through the pitch black cave screaming. And then we stumble upon like a pond of like cannibal babies that those babies don't exist anymore.
Yeah, so okay, let's go through it a little bit. So we start the game.
Yeah.
We build the little shack thing.
We spent like an hour doing nothing but building.
Yeah, we were building, and then like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
you're gonna
go
like, get
explore.
individual logs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go explore. We explore. We find a village or whatever at first.
I think we found a cave before we found a village.
Okay, so we find this cave. We start exploring this cave. This cave ends up being insane.
It's fucking
insanely
humongous.
massive. The first thing one of the first silly things we come across. There's just a samurai sword inside of a dead guy.
Yeah. I have seen people play the game. So apparently all that stuff is like that's just where it is in like those caves. Like there are like the grid systems and stuff. They're like the map is like on a grid, so like the cave is here, and like in that cave is always this item or whatever.
Yeah, from what I understand, like the map is randomly generated, but there's like a preset it will load into.
Yeah, so like the caves have to be here, or like in this area or whatever.
Yeah, because like the last time I played, I spawned next to a beach, so I set up my settlement on a beach, and I set up like a little shit hut and built fucking fences around it.
Yeah.
But this time when we spawned right next to clean water, so we didn't even move.
Yeah.
We just built our hut right there.
Which like that's awesome.
Yeah, we didn't even really do a whole lot of progression. We found the climbing axe, but we didn't find where to climb with it yet.
Yeah. Like, okay, then to keep going, and then basically this leads to we fight that thing. What was it called again?
Armsy.
We fight the Armsy, and we're both shitting our pants because we're like, what the? This looks like it came straight out of Silent Hill. Like, what the fuck is this?
Well, like we were fighting two dudes, and like. We hear something else around the corner that hasn't come out yet. It's like, okay, we know something's there. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I turned the corner to start poking at a dude. This thing burst through some rocks. It's like, fucking run! Run!
So after we deal with that, we keep going into the cave.
Yeah.
And then eventually we find the chains. It's just a chainsaw. It's just there.
Just a chainsaw.
And I'm like, oh, are we about to rip and tear? And then like it's scary, but it's also goofy, and I like the goofy part.
Yeah, it's like it was 2 hours of bumbling through caves, stabbing naked dudes with sticks.
I've been thinking about getting it. Like, there's so many games like I want to get and like play with people, but like, man, the job that I'm currently with, they're not great when it comes to paying me. I got paid. It's supposed to be paid every Wednesday. I've been paid once since starting like a month and a half ago.
Just pull up. Where's my money? The best.
I have. I've been like, hey, where's my money? My boss messaged me yesterday. He's like, have you not been submitting your hours? And I was like, no, I've been submitting my hours every week. And he's like, I'm gonna look into this on Monday. I was like, I need my money, dude. I have bills to pay. I've been paid $600 since starting, and I need money. I'm out of gas.
Oh man.
Yeah, I would love to play games with you.
Whenever we get around to the second one, we're always down for more people.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Because the Sons of the Forest, I think, is a lot bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been watching a bit of it, but like I don't want to spoil myself on it too much because I'm be playing it.
Yep. That's fair.
Because I'm a good boy. I like going in blind.
Yeah, I try to do the same thing with like games. Like there's like with like Hogwarts Legacy, I played it without watching much about it, and because I didn't want spoilers and stuff. But there was like a lot of stuff where I'm like, okay, how do I do this? I need to like Google shit or whatever.
Yeah.
I tried not. I do that with a lot of games. Like I tried not to watch anyone play Callisto Protocol, because like I started watching Achievement Hunter play it, and I got like an hour in, and like they finished the chapter, and I was like, this game looked good. I'm not gonna fucking watch anymore. I want to play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I try to do the same thing.
It's a bit weird for me because like if it's a game I know I want, I'm like, oh, okay, it's been announced. Block my vision from it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like every time we have like a Pokemon game coming out, I'm like, I know I'm getting it. I don't even know anything about it.
Yeah.
With Pokemon games, it's different nowadays. Now I will look at everything.
Yeah.
After what we've been dealing with, I will look.
Yeah, but it's also like but the problem is like trailers, they just show too much, right? It's like if I know I'm getting it, I don't want to see nothing. Like I think recently some people got invited to like a Final Fantasy 16 event, where they like they played a demo of it or whatever, and got to talk to Yoshi P and stuff.
Yep.
And I'm like, I clicked on the video and I'm like, wait a second, I want this game. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't want to see anything.
Yeah. What I started doing is I'll wait until like like those gaming YouTubers who do their own thing, so they're usually not like paid off by the company or whatever. I usually will like listen to them, see what they have to say, like give their general impressions, and if what they say is like, hey, the game's good, you should check it out, blah blah blah, I'll check it out without spoiling too much.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Like even just like this morning, like there was a game. It's the people that made Neo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think it's like Wang Ho or something.
Wolong.
Okay.
I think it's I think it was like Maximilian Dude,
Yep.
and I'm like, oh, Sekiro meets Neo. Okay, I'll try it, and I just downloaded it on Game Pass. I haven't played it yet.
It's on Game Pass?
Okay, good. You didn't spend money on it.
Is it bad?
It's broken on PC. It is.
Oh,
it is very negative on Steam.
Ooh.
It is Wild Hearts, but worse.
Ooh.
Oh,
It seems games aren't good at porting over to PC anymore.
It's a lot of those. Okay, I don't want to generalize, but a lot of the Japanese devs, they don't seem to develop with PC in mind. So when they do the PC port, it's a little fucky.
it's
Yeah.
scuffed, or they get it outsourced.
Yeah. Because, like, even Monster Hunter World, when it came out on PC, it was
It
broken.
was pretty bad.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's why, like, when Rise came out on PC and it worked perfectly, it was impressive.
Yeah. Capcom just got their shit together.
Yeah. No, they got their shit together in that time span. That's right.
Yeah. Oh man, what was I gonna say? Don't they develop games on PC? Like, what the fuck? Like,
It's weird. They develop it, but they also...
okay, I get dev kits, but are
Yeah.
dev kits also PCs?
I mean, I'm not a dev. I don't know how it works.
Video games.
I just know...
Video game.
I know just it's partially because of, like, the variance and how your PC setup can interact with the software itself. So they
Yeah.
can't account for everything. Mm-hmm. So what that ends up being is they do barely any testing, it seems like, and then it's just fucked.
Okay, here, let's release it out to the wild. Oh, it's a CPU bottleneck. Oh, great.
They let us do the testing.
Yeah. Well, not like early access let us do the testing, but yeah.
No.
Pay for us to
Freaking-
let you test our game.
$80 game.
$80 demo, baby.
Yeah.
Modern gaming.
Got enough of that from the last episode.
Yeah, have enough of that.
All right. Let me pull out some notes so we can stop talking about gaming.
Sorry,
What do you mean?
I saw
love
Metal.
gaming.
That's true.
I saw Metal Gear Rex on your sweater,
It got Metal
and
Gear Solid.
rules update.
I just want to say, I'm sorry to say, but because of my life, all I can talk about is anime and video games.
Hell yeah, bro.
Same.
Don't worry, we're all in the same boat.
All right.
I don't have Netflix anymore.
So when I go to work, because it's so early, I listen to the radio a lot. Found out Bruce Willis, you know
Yeah.
what Bruce Willis is,
Yeah.
got some kind of disease.
You got that like a year ago.
Yeah, but he got his actual diagnosis now.
Oh, okay.
It's called frontotemporal dementia.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that sucks.
I hear dementia. I know what that is, and
Yeah.
I feel sorry for
So
him.
it's apparently like a variant of dementia that is like we know like basically nothing about. So like there's nothing we can do.
Oh, really?
Isn't there like nothing you can do for dementia anyway besides like stimulating their brain?
Yeah, there's we know more about like dementia like than we know about frontotemporal
Yeah.
dementia. So it's like extremely rare, and that apparently sucks. Yeah, it's just something I put in my notes. I thought it would be interesting to talk about, but none of us really follow celebrity news.
Yeah, no, I don't really follow celebrity news. The only thing movie related I'm following right now is the Super Mario movie.
Fair. I haven't even been following that. I want to be completely like
I'm unironically excited for that movie now.
okay.
Even if Chris Pratt is the worst,
Yeah.
just because of everyone else in that movie, I'm excited.
It's a me, Mario.
Hey, it's a me, Mario.
I'm from fucking New York. Italy, what the fuck is that?
Hey, forget about it.
Give me some spaghetti.
If he says that in the movie, oh, it's gonna bring it back.
Spaghetti. Oh,
But for real though, I'm gonna be the only grown ass man in that movie theater. Oh hell yeah!
nah, dude, I'm going. I'm going. Don't worry.
Yeah,
We went to
opening
see,
day,
we went
bro.
to see Sonic 2.
yeah,
I haven't
That
seen
was-
the Sonic movies yet.
That was full of kids.
Yeah.
that was so annoying. Like we went and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's Tails!" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, you're 12."
Did you guys go during the day?
No, we went like at night.
Oh wow!
Yeah, It's like all these like parents with their kids and stuff like that.
What was it? I don't remember if you were there, but I remember we went to the movie theater at one point, and it was just us.
I've been there a couple times.
I don't remember. I think I know. I think I was there, but I don't remember what we saw.
Was it My Hero?
It might have been
My Hero in the theater?
Yeah, we went to the one in where was it, like Guelph or
It wasn't here.
Yeah, it was like
Aren't
an
you
hour
guys
away.
fancy?
We did the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if you came for that.
I don't remember.
No, it was Ren, me, Robin, and
Eric?
Tommy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie.
It was good.
Is it out on like Blu-ray yet?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not in a rush to watch
Just
it.
don't look for it in Walmart. We won't have it.
I did notice, like when we saw My Hero, it was the third movie that we went to see.
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah. And man, they cut the budgets on movies. Like the animation was not good compared to the actual show. Like there was a lot of
in the third movie.
Yeah. There was a lot of like. Well, it was like decent. It's just like there was a lot of like fight scenes that I feel like they could have added a lot more detail to, like just in the environment and stuff like that. There's this like point where Bakugo's flying through the air and like he's flying over this like desert or whatever, and it's just brown under him. There's no like there's like brown with like speed lines. There's no detail in the ground at all.
Dude, I think Studio Bones, I think that's who makes My Hero. I think they're just overworked because the last two seasons of My Hero have been mocked for the animation quality.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, people were talking about how like, oh, they keep making the movies and that's like taken away from the show. It's like season 1 and 2 of the show, amazing.
Yeah.
Season 3, that was the raid arc, right?
I think so, yeah.
That's when it started like going downhill for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like that's when I think I switched to just reading it.
That's fair.
Like they got to stop overworking these studios, man. Like I talked about Vinland Saga, but I think that studio is also the one doing Attack on Titan. The final season, part 3, part final, the final saga,
Final mix with Kingdom Hearts.
final remix
I've
featuring Knuckles.
With Knuckles and Dante from Devil May Cry.
I've only seen season 1 and 2 of Attack on Titan. I gotta see more. I've heard it's good. Like it's apparently like best anime.
Season 2's okay. Season 3 afterwards, if you like season 3, season 4 is gonna be up here.
Okay.
Because without going into it too much, it moves away from the Titans being the big bad, and like the other story stuff they go into is very interesting.
Okay.
You need a high IQ to enjoy Attack on Titan.
I have high IQ. I saw Rick and Morty.
I watched Rick and Morty.
I don't fucking watch Rick and Morty.
No, I don't either. I think I watched like half of the first season. Like I didn't mind it. I could only watch it on like my phone, and I was watching it at work at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't have time to watch it. And like Robin and I, we like have one TV.
Yeah.
So she's usually in control of that because I'm the good boy.
It's alright, I think that show's dead anyway.
Yeah. She wears the pants. So
Yeah.
so like she's usually like watching whatever she's watching, and I'm like playing video games on a monitor on our coffee table.
Does it get cold because you're not wearing pants?
Yeah. Oh, whatever, man. I don't care. Like, I try to make her happy. So
I mean, I don't even watch a lot of TV anymore anyway.
yeah, she watches like no TV or anything. She just watches like whatever anime or
like
Netflix
shows.
on whatever. Right? A lot of the same stuff. That's why I get tired of it. She's watched in this year alone. She's watched Gilmore Girls 3 times.
How?
Just binge watching it, and then it ends, and she's like, "I'm gonna watch it again." And I was like, "Stop, just please, no more."
Was she also one of the people who watches The Office on repeat?
No, but we watch Friends on repeat.
Oh my god.
I think I've seen. Friends,
How do you do this?
I think I've seen Friends like 10 times.
I don't understand.
I hadn't seen Friends ever until I started dating her.
Oh really?
And like I've heard it was good. I just didn't watch it. And then we
yeah.
started watching it, and it's just been what's on the TV. It used to alternate between that and How I Met Your Mother for a while, and now it's just Friends.
I know Friends is a good show, but I know I'd lose my fucking mind.
Honestly, because it's like 10 seasons, there's a lot of shit that you forget about at the beginning. So like you'll be watching it. Like we'll be watching it, and then like because I've seen it so much, we quote all the funny lines, and we can usually say them before they say them or whatever, right? But then they'll like at the beginning, it's
When you
just
see,
really cringy.
sorry to cut you off.
No worries.
I think when you see a show that many times, you're like, oh,
Yeah, and
I want to watch this again.
so that's the thing with Friends. I don't mind it because like I didn't mind the show.
Yeah.
But she's watching like Gilmore Girls, and I fucking hate that show. And now that she's watched it so many times, every time she puts it on, I like taking the remote from her, and I'm like, no, we're watching something else.
Please.
Stop torturing me with this. And then like,
Don't be watch something else, please.
a lot of the time she'll put it on, and I'm like, I'm not watching this. And I'll like pick up my monitor and put it on a table, and she goes, really? You're playing video games? I'm like, really? You're fucking watching this show again? I don't mind. I just can't watch the same show over and over again. Like, I just want to get into something else. I'm like, hey, can we watch The Last of Us or Mandalorian or anything?
Yeah, but then you have to pay attention. I think.
Yeah,
just
that's
watching the same thing over is like a comfort thing.
That is,
Just have,
yeah,
like,
no, it definitely is. Like she's told me it is like a comfort thing. Like apparently that's like one of her comfort shows. And like Friends, we don't even watch anymore. We just put it on and then like go to sleep. And
Yeah,
then
like
we,
background music?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then have the TV turn off after an hour.
Yeah, I get that.
So
I'm that way with fucking like YouTube videos.
yeah, we used to do that with like there's like 12-hour Game Grumps sleep compilations, so that they're not loud. They don't like scream randomly. So like we'll watch that, and then like we used to just like leave that on all night.
Yeah.
And then like I started like waking up throughout it, and I couldn't get like good sleep. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna set the TV to turn off after a certain time.
Yeah, I've had to like watch YouTube then like turn it off
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I'll like pass out, my fucking phone will be playing in my ear
Yeah.
all night, then I'll wake up and my phone's dead.
That's fair.
It's like,
Yeah.
But no, what you need to watch. I don't know if you've heard of it. The Infinite, I think it's Seinfeld.
Okay.
It's AI generated Seinfeld episodes.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that one's still going. I think that one might have got banned, but someone came up with Infinite Steamed Hams.
Okay.
So just turn that on. That'll be your new comfort show.
Yeah.
Infinite Steve hit.
Steamed hams.
Oh. Yeah. I just want to watch some new TV. There's a lot of shows that have come out that I'm like, oh, I could watch that. I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
Or the access to the TV.
I still have to watch The Last of Us.
I haven't seen a single episode. I know it's like based off the story from the game, so I know a little bit of the story.
Yeah, my mom knows I played through the games, so like she'll come up to me, ask me about stuff like, "Was this in the game?" Yes, yes.
I think there's the one thing that they like, as far as I know, changed. Is like instead of spores, it's like roots now.
Yes, I think I heard about this. They didn't want to do spores because it like fuck with the camera.
Yeah,
or
the
something
camera
like that.
lenses, or like it would just look like really shitty CGI
Yeah.
or whatever. So they made roots, and plus roots made more sense as far as they explained it. Like if you like the spores aren't connected to anything, right? So if you step on a root that are running throughout this entire city, they're gonna be like, okay, something disturbed my root over here. We're all gonna go this way, right? So the way they explained it made more sense.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
I thought it was cordyceps.
It is.
That's what I mean.
In the game,
Oh,
it's cordyceps.
Okay, yeah.
I honestly think that's more terrifying than roots. But whatever to make the show flow better, I guess it's fine. As long as like they're the same creatures, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. As far as I've seen, like it looks decent. I wouldn't mind watching.
Yeah, no,
it.
I've only heard good things about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I gotta watch still.
I like Uncharted more.
I just say fucking add it to the list. Add
Yeah.
to the list of shit I gotta watch or
Yep.
play.
Yep.
Freaking, like, I don't know how long ago it's been now, but like, the last thing I've ever seen on TV was like when Sonic X was playing. Like, that's
Was that like 2008?
no, it was like a long time ago. Like, I
Good.
don't
It's
like
no,
just
you're right.
TV in general.
I don't think I've had TV since like 2013.
Yeah.
Same.
Like so, like I had Netflix, and then even before that, I didn't watch a lot of TV. I played more video games than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I moved in with Robin, and we just don't have cable, so we just have like streaming services. So
Yeah.
we just watch that.
It's
You don't
it's
need
the
it
same.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like my parents like they share Netflix and I share because my dad watches anime.
Yeah.
He's what a monster.
What a weeb.
Imagine.
So he's like, "Oh, I want Crunchyroll, Josh." I'm like, okay, I'll pay for it, whatever.
Yeah.
And because they pay for Netflix, right? The only time I use Netflix is to watch stand up and Sonic Prime. That's it.
Sorry.
You are the least weeby weeb I've ever met.
It's true.
I apologize. I'm a game weeb, not a anime weeb.
Josh is a gamer, not weeb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can appreciate the anime girls, but only in video games.
I do like Konosuba though. That one's fun.
That one is good.
Also a very old show.
It is.
Sorry.
It's okay, Josh.
Watch something new, old man.
It's okay, Josh.
Jujutsu Kaisen was good, okay?
I only watched it recently, don't worry.
I'm just fucking with you.
Alright. I need to be more weeb.
Yeah, Josh, watch something new. Says the guy who watches Friends constantly.
Dude, I've been fucking watching like Evangelion and shit. I'm watching old stuff.
I still have to. There's a lot of old stuff that I gotta watch. Like, there's a lot of just shit that I've like been like, man, this is the anime you should watch. And I'm like,
Dude,
Okay.
that's old.
I started watching Evangelion when I was sick with COVID, and it was like a fever dream. It was the weirdest shit.
I started Trigun.
Ooh, I need to watch that one.
It was decent. We never got like into it because we were watching it on YouTube.
Ooh.
So it was hard to like watch because it's like, all right, search episode 2 now.
Yeah, it was like split up into like 20 parts.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason we started watching it was because the first Loot Crate I ever got had a Trigun t-shirt in it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if I wear this, I should probably watch this anime.
Who's gonna confront you on that?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, when I was at when we were at Fan Expo, I was wearing it.
That's the one place.
Yeah, where I was wearing it, and they're like, "Whoa, nice shirt. Do you watch it?" And I was like,
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. I got it from Loot Crate. And they're like, "Oh," and they just seemed so annoyed
Disappointed.
and left.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, I ruined their day.
You should have lied to them.
Yeah, dude, best anime. I love this guy.
Bro, I love Spike Spiegel.
She's my waifu. She's dead. She's been dead since episode 1.
Oh.
Runs.
Did you really watch it? Yes.
Yeah, she's still my waifu. Love dead women.
Love transcends all forms.
So Robin and I recently found mold in our closet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yucky.
Yeah.
It's cordyceps.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So Robin's brother, we live at her parents' house. So her brother lives in the basement, and whenever her dad goes out west to work, he's like gone for like months at a time, and that means there's no structure in the house. So he'll just smoke in his room.
Oh.
And then it makes the house reek like cigarettes. So we clog our vents. Little did we know, when you clog your vents, there's no humidity control. So our walls started like sweating, essentially, like condensation, and like it does it like near our the head of our bed.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's not bad. So like I noticed it. My pillow gets a little damp. So when I noticed it, I just pulled our bed off the wall a little bit, and it's fine now. But we found it in our closet, like our walk-in closet, and because it's an outside wall, like at a corner, and all our clothes are like lined on here and here in that corner essentially. And then we also had just like we use it for like storage as well. So there's like that as well as like just a bunch of boxes and shit in there. And at one point, I was looking for the loom to make that Link hat, and I pulled it out, and I pulled a bunch of shit out, and I was like, "What's wet back here?" So I just pulled more shit out, and our wall is soaked, and there's mold like all over it. Like not bad, like spots of mold. It's not
Still.
like growing up, but still.
And
like all of like the clothes that were in the corner are wet and smell like mildew. So we had to like wash and throw out a bunch of shit, and I was not happy. We took all the shit out of the like closet, and so I was like, all right, it's just like I know what this is. It's because our like vents are clogged and all this stuff. So if I pull everything out, it'll dry off, and I'll like clean all the mold, which I did immediately.
That shit can like
it can fuck with
stink,
shit.
It'll fuck
stink
up.
shit up, and you guys won't be able to sleep and shit like that.
Yeah, it can like fuck with your lungs.
Yeah.
and all this shit.
No,
So
that's the worst part of it.
So I dealt with all that. But while I'm dealing with it, Robin runs downstairs and like tells her dad, and he's like handyman. So he's like comes storming into our room, and I'm like, can you like I've got all this shit like just in the doorway of our closet because I'm just pulling shit out to get it off the wall.
Yeah.
And he comes storming in. He's like, this is a fucking disaster. And he looks into our closet and he's like, oh my god, that's disgusting, blah blah blah. And I was like, you had to tell him before I could do anything about this. So now he wants to like cut apart our entire closet to make sure there's no mold behind it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like that's like I would have done the same thing, but I just wanted to get it a little cleaner first before doing that.
Yeah, it's like do this.
He's judgment central.
Yeah, to like do that one step at a time. Like,
Yeah.
get everything cleaned, move out of the way, and then figure it out.
Plus, like, he's got like really bad like ADHD.
Yeah.
Like he constantly has to be doing something.
Yeah, I get that.
Like he was like yesterday he was gonna fix the our like water softener. So he was like looking for it and he needed a pipe cutter. So and he couldn't find it, so he was gonna like have Robin's mom go pick up one. When she was done work. And instead of just waiting, he came into our room and he was like, all right, I'm going to start doing this shit. So he made us pull everything out of our closet. And he was like, I'm not dealing with the mold corner right now, but I did notice you have a hole in your wall from when I moved in a desk. And so he's like, all right, so I'm going to deal with that. So he cut out the wall, like the drywall, and like fixed all that up. And he's like, the other shit is going to take like over a week to do. And I'm like, yeah, I know, which means we're going to be without a fucking closet for a week or longer because he usually gets distracted with other shit.
Yeah.
Like he started the kitchen 2 years ago. He did the tiling and like put in a sink and everything. He still hasn't done like the backsplash. Josh, you've seen the house. He did the stairs last year.
No.
Still no railing on the stairs, which is illegal.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of shit that he like starts and doesn't finish. So we're really nervous that he's gonna start our closet and not finish it, and then we're just gonna have to go without a closet.
I'm not able to like, I guess, hire someone to come in
He
and
doesn't
take a
do
look at
that.
it. Okay.
He does not hire anybody. He's a quote unquote jack of all trades.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He's one of those kind of guys. But I've met people like that who are like jack of all trades. They're good at everything, and I wouldn't say that for him. He's not good at everything. He's okay at everything.
Yeah.
So I've mentioned it before.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, exactly. But except he's jack of all trades,
Okay.
not good at not good at most things.
Yeah.
Like when he like he's old, right? He's like 65 almost, or he's older than I think he's like 67 or something now. So he's like starting to go in the mind area. So when I mentioned on like the first episode, my car, he was helping me with that, and like. We had to deal with a bunch of shit, and he forgot to fucking re-hook up a bunch of stuff, or hook shit back up wrong, which fucked my car even more. So, yeah, he needs to like either hire people or like get help from people. He refuses to like look up anything. He just knows how to do everything apparently.
I have someone similar in my house, and we kind of just had to get to a point where like you're getting up there in age because he's also older. He's one of those older guys, and just be like. We can figure it out. We're going to look it up and figure it out.
Yeah.
And
if we need help, we'll ask you.
We will ask. Yeah. We had to eventually sit him down and tell him that.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing. Yeah, like with our closet, like I knew what to do, and if I didn't know how to do something, I would have absolutely looked it up. But Robin immediately went to go like, we need help now.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't need help now.
Panic does that.
Yeah, I know.
It's whatever.
Yep. Anyway, but that's
fun times.
Yeah. So
fun or not so.
Fortunately, there's no mold. It seems that we caught it early.
Oh, that's really good.
So like some of our clothes had like mildew smell, but like nothing like moldy on them, which was good. Mm-hmm. And like just like small spots of like mold on the corner
wall.
of the wall, and it was just because we caught it early, and we think it's just mainly because like that's like a corner, like both outside walls, and it was really cold that day, and like we had our vents clogged and whatever, right? So yeah, but hasn't been sweating since, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Your house got in shape.
Mm-hmm. It just needed a workout real quick.
It got a sweatband to hold back sweat.
Pretty much, yeah. He bought a dehumidifier that he was gonna stick in our closet, but it just like it's so big, and we're like, we can't put this in here because we already have like a cat litter box in there.
How big's the closet?
It's not huge. It's probably like the size of just like behind the bar there.
Oh, geez, that's...
We have the master bedroom because it's
Okay.
Robin and I both living in there, and like her mother has her own like small bedroom that she like sleeps in, and she's got the TV in there and everything. And then her father's just like he's out of like province for most of the year, every year, right? So he doesn't need a huge bedroom. So
Okay. I mean, that space right there is bigger than my old room.
yeah,
My old room, just imagine that space with a computer
oh my god,
and a bed.
yeah. Oh,
Dobby's a free elf. I got my sock.
yay! Oh, that was. I think I have one more talking point. That was like pretty much everything.
Yeah, I completely forgot my talking points. I need to write things down.
It's okay. I do it like throughout the week when I think of like, oh, this would be interesting. Oh, dude, I got some Lucky Charms cookies.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms cookies.
They're like Pillsbury, like you know those like sugar cookies that like have like the
Yeah.
ghosts on them or whatever.
Yeah.
They're Lucky Charms, so they have like bits of like marshmallow like Lucky Charms in them.
Yeah, you have to keep those away from me.
Oh, they're so good. They were on sale at
Dude.
No Frills, and because like they were out for something, and they just had a plethora of them, so they were like, all right, we got to get rid of these now because we've had them for like a week. So they were on for like $1. So I bought like 4 packages, and it says on them you can bake them or eat them raw.
Oh, no.
Man, did I eat half of them raw.
Oh, no. They know their market, dude.
Yeah.
They know their fucking market.
They're good raw. They taste exactly like Lucky Charms raw, and then when they're cooked, they taste good too. Just not exactly like Lucky Charms.
They're hotter.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm trying to eat healthy. I can't eat any of that stuff.
they're good though.
I've started cooking not sponsored HelloFresh.
Ooh,
And oh
Josh
boy.
could be sponsored by.
That I don't know how much time we have left.
Oh, we're over, but it's fine. We can talk about it.
That stuff has invigorated my love for cooking, which was, funnily enough, born from Cooking Simulator, a video game.
Oh, I love cooking. There's no like when I was living here, I cooked a lot. We're back in my parents' house for this episode. I cooked a lot here because like it's a nice kitchen and my parents have ingredients all the time. But everyone at Robin's house is an extremely picky eater, so it's like there's like 4 ingredients.
Yeah.
And not a lot of greenery, so I don't cook there. And the kitchen's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So
So my house is kind of like my house isn't picky. They just only eat like a small circle
Selection?
of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. That's fair.
Well, I'm like, I will try pretty much anything
Yeah.
within reason. The only thing I won't try is like seafood. I don't know. It just
Really?
turns my stomach.
That's fair.
I might need to try like good seafood, but anyway.
Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead.
So like I got tired of eating like chicken and rice every day. So I'm just gonna get HelloFresh and learn to cook.
That's fair.
And it's been fun. I've been cooking like beef meatballs and funnily enough rice. What was this thing I did the other day? It was like pork spring roll. It's like a pork spring roll bowl. It was so good.
Interesting.
Oh, it was
I've been thinking about getting HelloFresh just because like there's like nothing new. It's always like poutine or a burger.
Yeah.
Nothing healthy ever.
I
I gotta eat better.
I was gaining too much weight. I was like ordering food a lot.
Yeah.
So like I'm not working out right now. So it's like I can at least eat healthy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do like half of it so I can at least stay where I am, kind of.
I think the healthiest thing I eat is chicken and rice.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not bad,
Yeah.
but there's nothing to it. Like there's nothing else like there. No like vegetables or anything. The only time I eat vegetables is when we get wings up. Because it comes with the carrots and the celery. So
Yeah.
I'll, like Robin doesn't eat a lot of vegetables either. So she'll be like, "Here you go, you can have these," and I get twice the amount.
I had to force myself to like vegetables.
Really?
Like I remember when I first started eating healthier, like I'd eat broccoli, but just when it was like mixed in with everything.
That's fair, yeah.
But now like I love broccoli, I love tomato. Don't talk to me just about celery, but most vegetables are like, hell yeah, dude, I'm into that.
I tried takoyaki a while back,
Okay.
like last year or something like that. No, this year. few months ago, like 6 months ago or whatever. Time is just a blur now.
No, it's just like, it happened.
It's already March.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
That's kind of fucked up, isn't it? Just first time? What's that?
I don't know if you know what takoyaki is, Jeff.
I have a vaguest understanding if you want to, like, tell me about it.
It is fried octopus balls. Like
Okay.
a ball of, like, it's like batter and octopus
Inside of it.
inside of it, essentially.
That doesn't sound bad.
It's not. Well, it doesn't sound bad. Let me say that.
Okay.
It's not great.
Okay.
At least the place I had it wasn't great. I had like. So when they first bring it out, it's like scalding hot. I wasn't expecting it, so I just like picked it up, put it in my mouth, started eating it. And I was like, "Oh fuck! I burnt the shit out of my mouth here," but it didn't taste too bad. So I was like, "I'm gonna let this cool." So like 5 or 6 minutes go by, I'm eating like my ramen or whatever that I got there, and I have another one. And I was like, "Ooh." It's not room temperature. It's hot now, but not like scalding. Tasted better scalding hot. When it was burning my mouth, I enjoyed the taste more.
That's awful.
Yeah. So,
Takoyakis must have been an experience of a lifetime.
Just a personal opinion. Takoyaki, not good.
Okay, so I won't have that if that ever shows up on my my menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Onigiri, delicious.
It's like a rice ball,
The triangular shaped rice balls.
Oh,
that
okay.
usually have like fish in
Oh,
them.
you mean jelly donuts?
Yeah, jelly donuts.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
They usually have like fish or like plum in them. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm getting a phone call. It's from Eric.
Eric.
Oh boy.
Hey, Eric, you're on the podcast.
We're on podcast.
Oh, you doing it?
Yeah, we're on the You're on the podcast right now.
You motherfuckers.
Whoa, Eric.
Whoa.
Hi.
You motherfuckers.
Jeff's here too.
Hi.
I was gonna ask you to tell me what it is so we can get food after.
Oh.
It's right now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to work anyway.
Oh, well then why'd you call?
I was gonna tell you a new feature of my car.
What is your new car feature, Eric?
Okay.
Oh, hang on, you're cutting out.
That's perfect timing.
Eric, what? I didn't hear you at all.
Well, I'm on my way to work, right?
Yeah.
And on the way there's a slight hill
Okay.
on the road. And so, it's 80 here. So I was going about 90, 95.
Yeah.
Going up the hill, all of a sudden, my engine light starts coming on.
Ooh.
I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And then, all of a sudden, I could not speed.
You could not what?
I could no longer gain speed.
Oh.
Oh.
My foot was on the floor, and my speed was just going down.
That's
But then as
good.
soon as the hill was over, it was fine. So I now found out that my car struggles going uphill on a dry road.
You should get a new car.
You know what? I don't need your fat.
Hey, I'll sell you my car.
I'll tell you my asshole, alright?
I don't need to purchase that. I already own it. All right, Eric, we're gonna get back to the podcast now.
Alright, remember, fuck with
What?
We gotta bleep that.
Oh, I can make a censor sound for you if you need it after.
Go for it. Do it right now. There, perfect. Perfect. All right. We should probably wrap the episode.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
That was fun, guys.
that was good.
That one was a lot of nerd
Yeah,
shit and
it
talking
was.
about mold and cordyceps.
Yeah.
And
Well-
Last of Us and Roots.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Quey,
I'll never be back.
the PP podcast. Jeff might be.
I'll never be back. They gotta abduct me again.
This was episode 6. Make sure you rate 5 stars and like and subscribe and do all the following and the comments and all that stuff. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.